I say this as a man, and though I know that might upset you, I thought I'd better tell you just in case that I'd forget it, and you'd take that as a sign that it was cool to rant and rave about how tough that women have it from the cradle to the grave, and I'm not saying that they haven't. I'm genuinely not. I just think some hardcore factions have completely lost the plot in their depiction of all men as the mortal enemies, so I've taken to the pen again for those who think like me. Because the world has flipped its axis, from misogynistic pricks to emasculating zealots, and it really makes me sick to see the seesaw ever swaying, never balanced with respect. And the crux of what I'm saying is that we've come to now expect that hate is something natural, intrinsic to us all, and love is a delusion, a mirage for which we fall parched within the desert in the graveyard of regrets. But it's easy to get lost in life and easy to forget that love is all there is when all the other shit falls away to nothing and all that's left is it. And it's there in every one of us and everyone that was and everyone who will be. And to think that just because I'm a man, I'm therefore horrible is really quite a weak example of the equal opportunity, you see. Because hating me for being a man is just as much an affront as me hating every Englishman for Cromwell being a terrible individual and habitual psychopath. Or hating every white man for the sins against the black. It might seem like a perfectly rational and reasonable decision, but the logic that goes with it is worthy of derision, because to try to use a wrong just to right another wrong just perpetuates the cycle that needs fighting all along, and the only way I see progress is a co-op of the sexes, where balance is the focus and the future forms the nexus, where the past is left behind us and we learn to leave old wounds to heal in peace, in time, in the comfort of their tombs, and when we rise again, let us do so not as equals. Look, we could argue this at length, but we don't have your breast and you don't have our strength. But as concomitant partners who recognise the prequel to our movie wasn't great, but we've learned from our mistakes, and if we both just do our best, well then hopefully we'll make a story that reflects the love it's possible to feel when the need to always seize control dissolves the slow reveal that man, beneath the mask of skin of prejudice and being, exists purely as energetic fields that we are seeing by a chance so minuscule as to render life absurd, yet still our facile differences are all that's ever heard, and though we're engendered by the media to fill our chosen roles, planted with contrition and told to reach our goals, conditioned to be ruthless, self-centered, unforgiving, while working all our lives to distract ourselves from living. I just don't think that's all there is to us. And though maybe I'm naive, but my experience of people has led me to believe that beyond the pack collective, there's an introspective side, the part of being human that denotes a sense of pride, call it consciousness or soul. It matters much the same, because it's more about the essence than it is about the name that we create as we are weaving a tapestry through space as a template for the future generations of our race. So the next time that you slate us all for everything we've done, I ask you not for me at all, but more just for my son, to ease up on the vitriolic venom in your tongue, and please just try to realise that we live and die as one on this orb of conscious matter, spinning orbits around the sun. Thanks.